Vikings, let's win the game.
Attention Vikings fan, imagine the dramatic turn of events that is shaping up behind the scenes at the Minnesota Vikings. We're talking about the real possibility of a trade that's not just big, it's monumental. And the impact? It could very well be the push that the Vikings need to stamp their direct passport to the Super Bowl this season. Time is ticking, and the trade deadline is rapidly approaching. With picks in the NFL 2025 draft available for negotiation, will the Vikings go all in and make a bold move to secure a recognized game changer for the team? Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Initially, the Vikings are in an incredibly interesting position. The team enters their bye week undefeated at an impressive 5-0, establishing themselves as one of the main contenders to reach and, why not, win the Super Bowl this season. But here comes the big question. How will the Vikings handle the trade deadline this season? With only 3 picks in the NFL 2025 draft available for trade and a third-round compensatory pick on the way, the question remains, would the Minnesota Vikings be willing to make an aggressive play to win now? Perhaps making more subtle moves, like adding depth to the roster or a trade similar to TJ Hawkinson's in general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's first year. And a name that has already made an impact wherever he has gone is gaining prominence among fans to be the key to strengthening Minnesota's line and intimidating opponents. This star is elite defender Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. When the Giants selected Lawrence with the 17th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, it wasn't very celebrated, although he was an excellent prospect. However, it did not take long for him to become a true destroyer on the defensive line. In the last 2 years, Lawrence was a Pro Bowler and second-team All-Pro, and he will likely be a first-team All-Pro this year, especially after Aaron Donald's retirement. He already has accumulated 6.0 sacks this year. He also amassed 50 pressures in 2023, which is an incredible number for his position. His performance this year has been nothing short of spectacular for the Giants. Against the Vikings, he consistently torched the interior of the offensive line. Lawrence also had 3 sacks in the game against the Seattle Seahawks, continuing his dominance. This is something that the Vikings could significantly benefit from. Now let's talk about what matters, the potential trade for Dexter Lawrence. The Vikings have limited draft capital for 2025 to offer, but have all their picks for 2026. This might be complicated, especially considering that the Giants might be thinking about rebuilding after the season, requiring a significant offer. But complicated does not mean impossible. For Minnesota to acquire someone of Lawrence's caliber would mean absorbing a prorated $6 million base salary this year, with base salaries of $15.5 million, $18.5 million, and $18 million over the next 3 seasons. Is that enough to negotiate major assets? For the on-field benefit that the Vikings could have, no one would fault Kwesi Adofo-Mensah if he tried. The site A to Z Sports ran a simulation of what this compensation could look like. The Vikings send a first-round pick of 2025 and first and fourth-round picks of 2026 to the Giants for Dexter Lawrence and a second-round pick of 2025. So, fan, what do you think of this possibility? Do you believe the Vikings should bet big on Lawrence to compose the roster and make the team even more competitive? The debate is open, and your opinion makes a big difference. Hit that subscribe button to receive more exclusive news like this. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!